What's that? Oh, yeah. Thank you. Say hi, guys. Be quiet. Say hi. Who's lurking? Who's lurking with no thumbs up? Man, y'all better get on it. What's that? Why?
Dude was just driving his own power steering pump went out
Really?
on 90.
No way. So, what's going on now? He's bringing it back.
Dave and Luke went out there just to see.
Fuck.
To see that. That's what it was.
Wait, what happened with the skate?
The power steering.
It just went out right now?
It went out right now on 90.
What year is that?
09.
Oh, no.
Does that have a pump or does that have a the one that I got done with this morning? It actually has an electronic motor that sits underneath the dash that's attached to the steering column, and then the sensor. There's a torque steer sensor that goes out in it, and they're like $240 a sensor. About you can find them as low as like $175 to like $250 somewhere in there. If you went online and searched it for yourself, you could probably feel like $100 or whatever. But there's a special procedure where you got to remove the front of the housing. Everything's got to be clocked and timed properly with the new sensor that goes in. You have to have everything double and triple marked, because if you're just one little speck off, as soon as you go to turn the key back on, the steering wheel goes. It'll take your hands with it. So it has to be spot on, and those go out.
Hopefully.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but you know what? It's not to talk bad about you, but the same people that have the issues with the Ford leaks and everything else, they go somewhere else and they find the same problems. And the same people that complain about what they think, and this is, now I'm not trying to be facetious, I'm just being honest with you, the same people that complain about these types of things happening, knowing that they've been around forever and they've been doing this forever and they still buy the vehicle anyway, are like their own worst enemy. People just find something they like and they stick with it. Now, a lot of this all comes back to maintenance. A lot of this all comes back to how this vehicle is actually maintained. A lot of people don't like to maintain their vehicles. A lot of people swear by going 7,500 mile OCIs, 10,000 mile OCIs, 5,000 mile OCIs. But you got people like me, Performance Transmission, A-Rod, everybody else telling people, no, like, it's still, regardless of what the manufacturer says, you're still the best to be taking care of your stuff at about 3,000 to 4,000 miles. And people don't do it. They don't want to do that. They think it's a waste because the oil is still good. Well, it doesn't work that way. And until people wake up and realize that it doesn't work that way, nothing's going to change. What the hell's going on with this thing? The standard 2.0 Duratec? No, the 2.0 Duratec is better. It's less problems. What the hell is going on with this camera? Why does it keep zooming in? What's going on, man? Appreciate you being here, as always.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. After the holidays.
This thing's gonna drive me nuts today. All these options popped up on the bottom of the phone now while I'm live streaming. I don't want none of this crap up. There we go. No, it's not my problem. You know I like Samsung, and you know I'm going to have to defend Samsung whenever you say something, because it's a hell of a lot better than damn Apple, that crap you use, brother. faster, better for business, easier to vlog off of and stuff. Well, I can't say vlog. A lot of people do like Apple. I just can't stand Apple. How often should I service my trans fluid? Everybody do it about every 40,000 miles. Push it to 50 if you really want to, but if you're gonna afford to have the trans serviced about every 40,000 miles, then you do it every 40,000 miles. You can do your front and rear diff about the same time as well. You can go a little bit more, but I would do my trans, my front and rear diff all at the same time. If you're looking at years, I'd say if you're never going to hit that mileage, years, I'd say every 2 years. Am I sure? I don't know what you're talking about. Am I sure what? Are you sure? Because I have changed some 2.0 Duratec on Volvo quite often. If I tell you, I'm sure, I'm sure. Yes, the 2.0 standard Duratec non-turbo is 10 times better than the 2.0 EcoBoost. I wouldn't just make shit up as I'm telling you guys this stuff. Yes, there is a difference between the Raptor and the F-150. A lot of people, yeah. What are we talking about here? I'm not talking cell phones. I'm not gonna get into a cell phone conversation. Well, I'm not doing that. I like what I like, and that's just how it is. I know we all have our preferences, but we're gonna keep it right there. Everybody can like what they like without having to attack each other and talk shit to each other about it. No, the engine parts are about the same. It's the tune that's different. The tune, the suspension, everything else should be pretty much identical. Phaser's the same, change the same. Favorite diesel truck? Oh, probably the old 12 valve Cummins. Yeah, I'm a little dry today, guys. I'm tired, man. I've been busting my ass to give you guys content, to put stuff out, to get customer vehicles taken care of. So while everybody wants to joke and play and have fun, I'm not on the same wavelength as you guys. I'm all about business right now, unfortunately, and I do apologize, but that's just how it is right now. I'm not in the best state of mind. I'm exhausted. I worked until 5:30 this morning is when I actually closed my eyes to go to sleep, and then I woke back up at 10 o'clock, 4.5 hours later, to get started again and get right back at it. And I actually slept in the parking lot in my car because I was too tired to drive home. So I'm not doing good right now, but I gotta drive on. I gotta try to get these vehicles out. This is the last one I have to push on, and I actually did make up a lot of time today. So I'm not in the same state of mind as everybody else. Basically what I'm doing right now is I've prepped everything to get this front cover off of here, pull the valve cover out, pull the harness out of the way and stuff, took all the ignition coils out of the way. I have an engine support down here from Bosch. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this before, but this is a Bosch style engine support for these EcoBoosts. It is freaking money, man. Goes up over the cross member right there, comes down. You go ahead and pull your motor mount and stuff out. It supports the motor and stuff for you while you're working. And then you can get down here and get to your front cover and everything Trying to get this situated so it'll stay here. So I got all the bolts around up top, and now I've got all the bolts around down here out, and now all I got to do is I have to pull this crank pulley, and there's another bolt that's hidden behind it right here. This is a bolt some mechanics often forget to put back in here whenever they do a front cover, and then it starts to leak, and they don't notice it until afterwards. And when it'll start to drip right here, they'll think it's a front crank seal. It's not. It's this bolt up here that they forget to put back in. There's one here, and then there's one up top in a hidden spot as well. They need to be put back in there. Good evening, fellow tech. How are you? It's gonna get loud for a second. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I forgot that this one is, yep, and there's that diamond washer that pops out. That's why I ordered a new one. You gotta be careful. Some of these have a diamond washer behind them and some of them don't. And it'll come out with a crank and you'll lose it. And there it fell on the ground. But luckily I got another one because I knew this may have it. Not all of them end up getting one. That's the washer that goes around that. Now we got to get that one bolt out of here, and I'm pretty sure that's it. There's no more. I don't see any more bolts in the case at all. So we'll pull the last one out, and then we'll be able to pull the case and take it down to the steamer down there. Go ahead and knock this seal and everything out of it when I'm here too. You can reuse it, but I replace them. You gotta think, you're crushing that. You're taking that crank and you're really cranking down on it to push up against that thing. So I don't do that. I don't reuse them. Yeah, I am. I'm not. Why do you ask that question? All right, let me see if I can separate this cover. There's a good spot down here that you're not really gonna. All right, it's starting to come off. I don't see any other bolts. Let's see here, here. Okay. I got that bottom popped. Now I'll switch you around up here. Plug you in for a little bit while I lower this because I'm going to pull the cover from the top. I just got the bottom broke loose. Now I got a couple 13s right at the top. 13s or 15s right at the top. What's up, Aunt? No, we're not staying all night. I'm gonna get the cover put in with the silicone and stuff around it, get all the bolts put in all the way around, and we're gone. I wanna go lay down, eat a big fat juicy hamburger, just like I did for lunch, relax, fall asleep playing Call of Duty. Yeah. I got them on all the time now, man. Hey, I got a 3M full hate respirator now.
That's what you need. You be COVID ready, boy. You be COVID ready.
I got a UVAC face shield that goes from side to side now.
Oh, yeah.
And then I ended up buying a 3M full
Body kit.
neck kit so we can spray chemicals and stuff like that. That's 3M. So all you guys are like, dude, this is not this is what you see and nobody here wears safety equipment. So like every day they're on my neck, they're on my head. I've always got them on so I can grab them and put them on. I've seen a couple incidents over the last couple of days, but I never paid attention. Where guys have purchased. I was like, hey, you got a set of safety glasses. So they're like, what are you like, a safety police now? And I was like, dude, I almost lost my fucking eye. Yes, I am. That was got something like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
You coming in tonight?
Are you?
Come on,
I gotta come in. I gotta finish this job up. I think when I'm done with this job, I'll probably just go home if I can. You know, if there's no workload tomorrow, which I don't think there's going to be, I'll just go home.
Guys, it's New Year's Eve. Everybody's getting ready.
Yeah. Barely anybody came in today.
Did? Do you see they didn't get a lot of oil changes?
No, they get a. I just had a lot of weekends. Oh, yeah, not powerful.
I'm surprised they're making some euros right now when they can wait till after the first fucking company. Yeah. So I told Boone on that on that platform. I was like, hey, what are you doing right now? Wait, just come make it happen.
But I thought it was, since they're already pre-opened or asked for I don't know. We'll figure it out. It is. Especially for you guys. I'm still an hour.
They don't make their numbers look better, and then they go up to them and fucking present to them, hey, look at the money I'm making, you know, what do you mean, fucking this?
But anyway, we're gonna have to give you a raise, but then we're just gonna shut up the power. They're the whole state of Illinois. I mean, by law, they're gonna have to give something. Because you see how like Chicago working here shows just the Chicago puts it.
Yeah.
Now down the whole state, it's like 13, I think.
Like butter, baby.
Like butter. So I'm gonna present my case on the maybe.
You gonna shoot your shot?
Hey man, if they want me here. Yeah, I like working here.
Bro, it don't even look like there's no silicone on this. It don't even look like anybody ever put any silicone on this.
Just barely, right? No, that's oil.
That's no wonder why it's leaking.
Right there, that fake line. That's oil.
Look, you can see there was like nothing ever here. Like little, there's, it's like they barely applied it from the factory. Holy crap.
It was electrical. The fucking guy, we get there. Dave calls, like, where are you at? He's going, you know, mile marker 60 and a quarter, whatever.
Yeah.
Then this fucking guy, yeah, 90, he said, 90.
I'm recording right now, by the way.
Huh?
I'm recording right now, by the way. Not a big deal. Go ahead.
We get there. Or no, Dave's still on the phone with me. Oh, yeah, it's, you know, it's working now. He's like, I stopped up at Speedway, filled up, got something to drink, jumped back in the car, started it up. No power steering. So I turned it off, started it again, power steering's fine. So I started making my way down 90. And he goes, and then I lost power steering again. He goes, so I shut it off, turned it back on, nothing happened this time. So we get there, power steering is working. It's electrical.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. And he said he moved the column up and down.
What did I say earlier when he asked about the E-Pass that was in that Escape, and when they said that it's that sensor that I had to replace this morning, this one right here.
Well, then fucking
This-
guy moved the steering column. So,
This one right here.
there's probably just a wire.
This is the torque sensor that senses the position or whatever of where that assembly is. And when this starts to act up or malfunction, either this or the motor is what causes it. And it's like 2.5 hours labor. And guys have said they've resulted to not even doing this because it's too much of a liability. They just replace the whole lower section of the power steering assembly. So the lower shaft, the motor, the stub tube and everything already installed, because they don't want to have to be responsible for clocking this thing. Well, this morning was my first time ever doing that. I participated in some of these before, but by myself was the first time I ever did it on my own. And they were like, all the techs were like, we would just replace the lower section, fuck that, because you know what happens when you go to key on. If you don't have this thing on the perfect button, exactly where it's supposed to be, and you go to turn the key on, the first time that motor gets power, it'll take your arms and everything with it until it hits a stop. And it'll fuck you up. It'll mess up your arm, it'll mess up your hand or whatever, so you gotta make sure you're not touching the steering wheel at all when you key on. Cross your fingers, hold your breath, pucker your butthole, and just hope that
It's just gonna fling the.
and hope that sucker stays exactly where it's supposed to be with no codes. And I got over there and I'm like, I'm puckering and I'm tucking and I'm twitching and everything else, and I'm
You're like, make
crossing.
sure I'm not leaning on the steering wheel
Yeah.
before it.
And I'm like staying away from the steering wheel, and I was like, oh. And then I was like, wait a second, I'm gonna put my finger on the outside of the steering wheel, I'm gonna go like this, so if it goes to slip, my finger's not inside it. I was literally freaking the hell out. And I was like, All the way to the left? All the way to the right? Okay, we're good. We're gonna leave it right there. And then I went and test drove it like 25 miles and it was fine. But I guess that sensor on those 2008 to 2012 Escapes, it's a huge problem. Yeah. Anyway. I'm gonna knock that front seal out of it before we go down there and clean it out. What was it? Is that the new one you bought?
I got it for Christmas.
Oh, was that like dildo pearl blue or something?
You wanna try it?
No, I don't want to stay out.
Well, right now, blue. All right. Let's go put this in the park washer down there. Nastiness. Hi, I'm 3.5. Hey, man. So you're 3.5 inches? Man. Wow. It's a feat, man. I got 3.5 hard for you. Oh, man. Let me actually put this in the steam cleaner first. Diesel. Is this the diesel one? Yeah, diesel. Diesel Mercedes. Degreaser, where are you? Shit. Purple plus, that's it right there. This is some degreaser right here. Where is it? There's some degreaser. All right, I'm gonna mute it for a second because they're about to turn the car wash on. Yeah, that would not be good. All the work and then all of a sudden, pew, right to the block. This is a different vehicle. All right, so relax with the capital letter stuff. And if you're somebody new here, yes, I am a flat rate technician. And even if I was hourly, that's none of anybody's business on what I'm doing hourly. If I'm getting the job done, I'm getting the job done. I'm gonna educate you on this channel a little bit here. We don't deal with people coming in here and complaining about snowflake stuff that they can't control. So relax about my personal business and what I'm doing. I'm showing you something. I'm allowing you to be part of my life. Don't ask the personal questions, because you will be removed, because that's none of your business or should be none of your concern. My work is top quality work. I'm one of the most used people for information on the internet. Relax. I fucking hate when it does this stuff. They can last a long time. There's no rule of thumb for that. Anthony's a moderator on the channel now. Bob, Anthony, Lairdy, anybody here will escort anybody that's complaining about stuff straight the hell out of here. I'm telling you right now. We don't deal with that kind of stuff. Nah, I understand what you're saying. Vacuum, if that's how you say that. But too many people come here and say stuff like that, and they start shit. And we're done with it. We've had enough of it, and we're not going to put up with it anymore. So somebody didn't clean this properly, because when it adheres to the block like this, but it does not adhere to the front cover, or maybe somebody did. Maybe I'm over analyzing this, but I've never had the seal completely stick to the block and not the front cover at all.
It's mediocre.
No, I haven't been keeping up with anybody, Anthony. I just don't. Well, This part's easy. There's nothing to cleaning this gasket. It's like it all stayed on the block, so it's just one nice scrape, a couple wipes with some of the Motorcraft silicone remover, hit it with some brake clean. If you feel froggy enough, I take some Scotch-Brite and I'll clean it up with some Scotch-Brite sometimes just to add a little texture to it, and it seems to seal better than the way Ford does it. Get away.
Get away.
Que hora es? Yeah. I'll spray this stuff on the oil too, because it makes the oil come off really good. I'll pre-prep the oil. Then I'll move over to a thinner scraper. These are extremely sharp, and they really just cut right through the silicone. Say, it's my Cornwell set that I specifically bought for this. If I can stay away from abrasives on a front cover job, I try to. Can't always guarantee that I'm going to be able to stay away from an abrasive.
That's what I'm saying, like, she's just like nasty now. And she got bad things, but I don't mean to be rude, but like, you know, that's exactly it. Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, well, I'm with the chick that I love way better. So that's what matters. What? I fail. You get a table? You will go off.
Most of it just comes right off. They didn't put much silicone at all on this. Well, I'm about to change that. I'm about to glob this stuff up, chief. I don't know if it'll ever come off when I'm done with it again. Tonight it's coming off real easy because there wasn't very much put on here from the factory. Sometimes they'll actually put a decent amount on there, but this cover had like really thin little layers. There was barely anything there. What's up, DT? I really like Felpro stuff. I know a lot of people like, you know, specifics on what they like in life, but I like Felpro's gaskets a lot. And I think a lot of even the manufacturer gaskets and stuff are made by companies like Felpro predominantly. They just relabel them. So a lot of people are like, oh, get OEM, get OEM. It's, you know, it's a little bit more expensive, but, you know, it's a better product. And a lot of times that's not the case, because the companies that are making the $30 gasket versus the $55 gasket, it's exactly the same. Just change the color of it. And they're the ones making it for the manufacturer anyway. What I'll do is I'll clean all this cleaner off that I put on here, and I'll let it flash, and then I'll scuff it up a little bit, and then I'll clean it one more time, and then I'll take the TA357, put it on the front cover, and bolt it all down, and then get ready tomorrow to start finishing everything up. But I won't put anything together tonight until it cures all the way. Some people will within an hour be ready to start throwing things back together, but if I've got the opportunity to let it sit overnight and dry completely, I won't do that. I'll finish it in the morning, let it dry without putting oil in it first. Hey, do you guys have one of those brass brushes down there, or one of them battery brushes down there? You have a battery brush? A battery brush? Well, people come down here and like to fucking use it and take it, and then...
It was down here. I don't have one personally. They haven't stocked them up in their parts department.
Can you look in that drawer right there and see if it's one of them little 3 small drawers? Because people keep coming over here and grabbing one, putting it back. No? Alright, it's cool. I'll find one.
Yeah, there was one by the bench. Last week, Preston cleaned it out. I don't know if it
See if I can spray some more up in there. Try to get all this last little bit of stuff down here before I move it up to the top. Okay, that came out real nice right there. Yeah, this is one of the cleaner EcoBoost engines, actually. So I've had some of these apart with, you know, less than 20,000 miles on them, and they look like trash because people aren't changing the oil. They change the oil every 5,000-6,000 miles, and it looks like shit inside. Alright, I got this bottom part spotless, you know, like there's nothing down here at all now. Gotta work on that top part now. Yeah, this part down here, everything's gone. Every little piece. There's a little bit in this corner right here. Wonder if I could take some of this varnish off. Oh, yeah, I did. The varnish came off. Take some of the varnish off there. Take that there. So then we're not throwing abrasive stuff all over the place. And then take this off because this is one of the sealing spots right here. One of those studs I told you were hidden. This is one of the spots. So I'll try to pick off as much as I can so I'm not dropping debris down into the pan. And then just wipe it. I sprayed that. That was one of the first things I sprayed because I wanted to make sure it got nice and soft and would just float right off of there. Sure enough, no issues at all. This comes right off. Spotless. Same thing up here. This peels right off. I let it sit for a little bit. No issue at all. Wipe it down. That's it. Now we need to move up to the top and finish wiping the block from the top and then spray it all down.
I've done it twice too.
What does this guy say? Red Sox, it will leak right where the old gasket is and won't seal. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Are you saying, what's up with the capital letters tonight? Fuck. It's like everybody wants attention. Fuck. I don't know what you, Red Sox, you said it will leak right where the old gasket is. You mean if I don't get the little pieces off that are underneath it? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to clarify.
Happy New Year's, Richie.
Happy New Year, buddy. You're not here tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I'm not here tomorrow.
Okay. If you need something, if you get in trouble, call me.
It's me.
Okay.
See you, Trevor. Happy New Year's. I'm gonna be here tomorrow. Thank you.
Hey, and oh yeah, by the way, for the new year, fuck you, buddy.
Fuck you too, buddy.
Fuck you too, buddy. Camshafts are like new. There's no wear, no nothing. This EcoBoost engine is actually really nice. It's just unfortunate that it had to encounter these leaks because inside this motor is actually very, very clean. It seems to be a bigger problem on like the 16 and on EcoBoost engines where I see the most varnish as they're trying to get, I don't know if it was 16 or 16, 18, 19, I don't know what the hell it was, where they started changing things up a little bit, trying to get more power out of them, and they became a bigger problem. The 1.5s are worse than the 2 liters by far. They should have never made the 1.5s. I'm just going to be straight with you. They should have just, after the first few years of using that, they should have said, nope, we're done.
You know what the hell with it? I'm gonna spray all this. Just clean all this. Look at that! Just freaking that. It's basically Goo Gone in a Motorcraft can. It just melts that stuff off of there. Oh, gotta get another rag. What oil did he buy? Oh, that's the frame stuff? That's the Amalie stuff right there. That's the frame oil out of Amalie. Synthetic high mileage. That's good stuff. That's real good stuff. And if you notice on the bottle, it won't actually tell you. It says frame trademark, distributed by Advanced Auto Parts, made in USA. Yeah. Because I accidentally called this company up. It won't tell you who makes it on here though. You got to actually call them and ask them. Amalie. $82,000 miles. Well, at first, it wasn't really my shop that did this. It was me. And you don't understand the effort that I've had to put in to make this okay. At first, nobody believed me. Nobody believed that this would work. Nobody would believe that it would bring in customers. Nobody believed that it could actually increase the way people view dealership mechanics and dealerships. And then my boss gave me a chance. And he said, you know, if you're not going to stop, I don't want to fire you. You're too valuable. I'm going to have to deal with it, and then we'll see what happens. And he was like, dude, this is great, man. He was like, I'm thinking about actually doing my own YouTube channel for my hobby stuff now. And he said I was so skeptical on how all this was going to work out. And he would threaten me all the time that if you keep and if you do this, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to fire you. Somebody's going to call. Somebody's going to complain. And don't get me wrong, over the years, there have been trolls. There have been people that make false claims against me and that complain about stuff. Like one guy a few weeks ago, or not a few weeks ago, a few months ago. I guess he's local. He gave us a 5-star review, and I think he's a subscriber on this channel, but he's too much of a coward to admit who he is. Left a 5-star review saying, hey, I just learned how to change the cluster out on my F-150. Saved me a ton of money. Just wanted to let you know that mechanic technician of yours there is giving away free information on the internet. It's cutting shop money out of your pocket. But I'm going to continue watching his channel. Oh, it's been a struggle, man. It's been a struggle. You know, at times you question whether or not you want to keep being nice to people if there's going to be assholes like that out there that are too much of a coward to come see you and talk to your face. Yet they'd rather hide on the internet and be little bitches about it. But now I'm at that point in my life that, you know, even if the dealer like let me go because of the YouTube videos or something like that, I'd be okay. I make enough outside of here and at my own shop and stuff like that I would never want to lose my job because of, you know, the videos. But I do very well for myself outside of work to the point where I actually don't need to work at a dealership. I just like this. I love doing what I do. I love the company I work for. On what? I'm not sure if Nissan has flood mode. Just give it a shot, but be ready to let go of the gas. Give it a shot, but be ready to let go of the gas. Oh, it does have flood mode. Huh? Nissan has flood mode. See? I preach to you guys all the time use flood mode, and everybody, oh, my Nissan doesn't, my this doesn't, my that doesn't. Hell, Ford, Chevy, Dodge, Nissan, all these damn companies have flood mode. I mean, not every one of them. I know there's some that don't. See, if people would just put their bias away and just listen to me, do you know how much money you guys would save? Do you know how much money the people, the trolls on the channel, would save just by shutting the hell up and listening? Man, it'd be amazing if they just listen. They can't do that though. Can't expect those guys to do that, Billy.
Where is he? Trevor! Come on! What the fuck? What's up, baby boy?
Hey, earlier he was saying, fuck you, buddy. Fuck you, buddy. Hey, and then he said, don't kick my dog. You kick my fucking dog. Fuck you, buddy. He's our Indian friend. We all make fun of each other. He comes over to me and he's like, man, can you give me some biscuits and gravy? I just want to sit here and get fat eating biscuits and gravy. And I'm like, oh my God, can you give me some of that biryani? It's so good. We make fun of each other. No. I'm not third shift. I get here in the morning and I work until the next morning, bud. I just work, man. I hump. I'm a hustler. I don't go home and do stuff like other people do. I just work. Gets me in trouble. Just cleaning up those points on the middle where the front cover makes contact. I mean, you're going to find Ford is typically Garrett or something like that anyway. Just go with the Ford one. And then when you get it, send it off and maybe have the wastegate upgraded. Send it to somebody. No, these typically don't really have chain problems. I mean, you will get a chain issue every once in a while, and it's very rare that I see it. I don't think I've ever done a chain on one of these in my entire time of being in this business. I've never had to do a chain set on here unless I actually went in here for a specific reason to like do a water pump or something like that, or phaser or whatever. But typically I don't see phaser issues with these, and I don't see chain issues with these, and I almost never hear the chains or anything making noise. But I'm not going to say it's not going to happen. It's just from my experience when I'm just being with Ford, they're just noisy motors. That's pretty much the gist of it. And they're dirty. And for a while they had coolant intrusion problems, but that's not necessarily, I think it was 14 or 15 is when the coolant issue started to surface on some of these. And I think this girl is as clean as she's going to get. Yeah, it's Motorcraft silicone gasket remover. It's ZC30A. So if you just Google ZC30A, you can see this. But it's like, it just smells just like Goo Gone. Just like really nice orange smell. They can actually get pretty noisy. I go in here and I replace these tappets, and I not replace them, or yeah, I'll replace them, but I'll make them tighter because they're a little bit on the loose side coming from the factory, so they make a little bit of noise. The last one I was able to do a cylinder head and everything on, I actually went on the tighter side, and really loved the way it sounded afterwards. It was really quiet. Just doing this last one right here. Have a good evening. Happy New Year to you. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is, that's cleaned off completely. I'm going to go ahead and wipe it down now with some of that giggle juice. Like so. We mean no diag. What's this no diag stuff? So
What we got?
just doing the last little bit of cleaning right now. I got all the silicone off. I'm down to making sure there's no residue.
Yeah, you clean it real good.
I'm going to, babe.
Yeah?
You wanna help me clean?
Nah,
Yeah, buddy?
I gotta go eat dinner, man.
You're gonna go eat some biryani?
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna eat some of that mushu pork? The one that extra tape clap make your car go so fast, make you get home so hard. Make you go 0 to 60 in 45 seconds. Put that big screen TV in your car, add 500 horsepower to your car. Make your car go so fast.
You mean the Shanghai Nice Boy?
You know how they make Fast and Furious? I'll make A-Track and Furious. Make your car go so fucking fast, you don't know what the fuck happened to you. Vietnamese people know how to make it go real nice.
You get all the way there?
Yeah. Cool. Where's that? At her place?
Down the road. They got
What are you gonna do? Keep working? Oh. That ain't- That's racist. Are you kidding me? You Well, we need to watch saying stuff like that in the live feed too, because that could trigger an algorithm warning. So be careful saying stuff like that. Even though I know you're playing around, don't do that. I bet you when I get off this live stream now, it won't say green, it'll say orange, and they're going to ask me to do some kind of manual review. Because every time people start talking about certain things or saying stuff in the chat, even though it disappears afterwards, I get flagged. And then I have to ask for a manual review, and it just causes issues for me. Not that. It could be me too, you know, I don't know. It could be stuff that I talk about and joke about as well, but I do it out of humor, you know. I don't do it because I'm racist or anything. Hell, I don't have a problem with nobody or where anybody's from or what they believe in, as long as they ain't out burning down buildings and shit. That's all I care about. Just let everybody express what they need to feel or how they want to feel, the way they want to feel it, and let bygones be bygones, and destroy your own property, not everybody else's. No, it'll be gone after. We're gonna work on prepping this cover now. It's my pleasure. It's what we all should be doing. She ain't never gonna leak again. She ain't never gonna leak again. I feel bad for the next guy. He's gotta take this apart because it's gonna be sealed like a fat man's fart. That means that's a moderator on the channel, and they have some authority to remove people, put people in timeout, watch over the channel, make sure people aren't trying to attack the channel for no reason. We get a lot of people that come in here that just want to cause problems. They're jealous. They want to start fights with people in the middle of a live stream. So you have to find some people that you trust to look over your channel while you're doing your thing, because you can't pay attention to every single thing that happens. Yeah, I don't want it to. I had it because my GM was walking by talking about some sensitive stuff, so I didn't want it to be on camera. Yeah, I don't necessarily want my chat to go over. The reason is we talk about some sensitive stuff. Sometimes it could get some people in trouble. I had it muted. That's what he was talking about. Alright, this cover is pretty much prepped. I'm going to blow it out, and then I'm going to do a little bit of more prepping on the top. I'm going to do a little bit more prepping on the top of that block. Let me mute this for a second. one more time. See you, man. Call me if you need me. Don't do anything stupid. See if I can set this up. You gonna wipe down the block one more time before we take this over there and put it in. All right, it's go time. Let me set this down. Jerk. That's real nice. This is gonna have to do for right now.
What are you doing?
There you go with the glasses.
Huh?
So there you go with the guy with the glasses.
Yeah, I gotta have them on, man. I'm like super scared now.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I think I need a pair.
This is after that, after what happened, and me knowing that I could have lost my eyesight, I don't even play around with it. As soon as I come to work now, as soon as I clock in,
Yeah.
I put them right on my head, right on my eyes.
You know, honestly, it's not a bad idea. And you got fucking lights on, so they help you.
Yeah, it's true.
Honestly, the rest of the guys had
just trying to get a few of them put in. Okay. Come on, damn it. Cooperate. That's not the right way. Ooh, look at the squish out. We sealing, baby. We bottle popping. We sealing. Yeah. I'm not even on the damn thing. I'm over here giving it hell. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, don't count me out. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. Uh-oh. 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 She's stuck. She's stuck. Help, stepbrother. I had to. Well, when you have power tools that don't tighten them down super tight, you're good. And when you've done this as long as I have and been in these motors as many times as I have, you'll be all right. You know what works. Let's just leave it at that. And that 1/4 inch drive is what I'm using. All I do is just run them in and snug them up, and that's it. I don't sit there and crank on them and make it. Okay, let's see. The bottom and the middle is good. Now I'm gonna have to lower this thing and do the top. Most of the time I do use a torque wrench, but if it's a job that I've done over and over and over and over again and I've got a feel for it, I won't pull a torque wrench out for every single one of these and click, 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 click. No, I ain't doing that shit. Once you've been through it so many times, you know what it feels like. You know what done is done. But people on this channel know I love torque wrenches. I do believe in torque wrenches, but when you get that knack or that feel for something, there ain't no reason to do something that you don't. Like if I feel comfortable doing something without a torque wrench, I'll do it. But most of the time when it's real critical components, like somebody's tires or brakes or something like that, even brakes sometimes, depending on how many times I've been in the system, I know what to do. I don't need a torque wrench for every single thing I put my hands on. But I do use it a lot here. You'll see it a lot on this channel. The only time I had one of these that was stripped was I was doing a timing job on a 543 valve, and I couldn't get one of the bolts to go back in or come out because the last person that was in there rounded the damn head off on it. You use torque sticks for lugs? Yeah, there ain't no fucking way I'm using torque sticks on lugs. I've seen them come apart. I've seen them shatter. I've done videos on how they're not even really close to what they say they are. They're a good preliminary to whatever the torque is supposed to be, but at that point, why don't you just pull out the impact, put it on a low setting, and then finish it with a torque wrench. I don't use torque sticks. I don't believe in that stuff. It's just me though. I'm kind of like old school when it comes to that. Get a torque wrench out, torque every single wheel I touch, unless it's my own. That's different. See, what they do from the factory is they put this little thin bead along that chamfer edge that you see on this cover, and it doesn't seal. It'll actually come loose, or it just doesn't do a very good job. The way I do it, and the way they even change it in the workshop manual, is they want you to really beef up that edge and have enough come out just at the edge here. You can see I got some push through here, but my fat bead on the inside is really fat and tapered like this on the edge, so it seals up all along that. I've used a helicoil before, yeah. Somebody brought a Econoline van into me, and they had broke the head studs, or the manifold studs, off in the head, and I had to sit there and drill out every single one of them. But the last one they snapped off so bad and tried taking off themselves, they screwed up the threads and stuff in the head. So I had to drill and tap the head and then put the right size helicoil back in because they screwed it up. They're fun. Hemis are fun. They make, you know, some good power and stuff like that. They sure do tick a lot. They make a lot of noises. We do a lot of the V8 6.4 and 6.2. We've done quite a few of them this year where we sell them and they get an aftermarket warranty, and then 10,000-15,000 miles later the motor's locked up. And I think if you watch Uncle Tony's Garage, he talked about the way they keep relocating the position of the camshafts in the motor. It's making it harder and harder to get oil to areas where it should be, where the original Hemi or some of the more simple design Hemis have, you know, really good oiling and stuff like that, so that's why they're reliable. But these new ones, when they keep getting them further and further away from the oil supply source, further and further out of it, I think it's, you know, closer and closer to the top of the head, they're becoming more and more of a problem. Every one of the Fords that were, every one of the Chrysler products that we get in here, well, I can't say every one of them, but a lot of the ones that we get in here that are traded in are ticking. The 3.6 liters, they're bad. The Hemis, they tick a lot when they come in here, and then a lot of times we don't even put any money into them. We just send them right to the auction, and we don't even invest any time into them because they're junk. And we got to go through and put lifters and stuff in them, camshafts in them. No, I would continue using the 6.2. There's nothing wrong with the 6.2. 6.2 is it's very, very good. You know, they have some valve springs every once in a while that break, and it's not a common problem, but it is, you know, it's not an uncommon problem per se, but it's not hard to fix them anyway. A couple hours later, you're back on the road. There's one more here that I'm missing. I can't. Where the hell is it at? It's gotta be right here. Oh, there it is. Yes, blue Loctite will be fine. Are you talking about the hole stripped itself? If the hole is stripped itself, you may have to helicoil that. I would tap it if it's stripped really bad. But if you can run the bolt down in there and it's got some tension and it'll hold, those bolts don't get tightened very much as it is. They just get a little past snug. Then you don't have to worry about if it'll at least thread in some. You could put some blue Loctite in there and it'll hold, but I would be half tempted to just go ahead and fix it. Okay, so that's good. Ford says you can go longer because they want you to feel like you're almost like, I want to buy that car, because they're saying that the maintenance doesn't need to be done as much as I'm used to. They're basically selling you something that's not true. Thank you, I appreciate that. I'm gonna start prepping this valve cover to go in here. Come on, damn it. This is your valve cover gasket kit, BB5Z 6584 Apple. The fuck are you talking about? This chat now just called a bot no fun anymore. Are you looking to get booted out of here? Is that what you're looking to do? Because you can get your ass booted out of here too if you're trying to start some shit. I mean, I don't know if you're just goofing around right now or not, but I need knock it off, please. And I did say please, I didn't demand. People are stupid, man. That's why they want to do these 15,000-mile oil changes. They think they're actually benefiting out of it, and they're not. They convince themselves what they're doing is good, and because they're trying to convince themselves what they're doing is good, when they go to do something, they're already convinced that it's the right thing to do. It's a personal bias. I'm gonna go drop a couple dabs of silicone in the corners where everything matches up. All right, put this valve cover on there. Listen, Patel. No. Hey, nobody asked you for your opinion. You kick my dog? You kick my fucking dog? Do you kick my dog? I kick you.
You said you kicked my dog?
Did you kick my fucking dog? Fuck you, buddy. Hey, welcome to 7-Eleven, home of the Jellyfield Donut. You know what? You come into my shop at 2 o'clock in the morning looking for plastic wrap. What are you doing? You got to punch it before you munch it. You got to work it before you jerk it. You got to spank it before you wank it. Boom. Sha-la-la-la-la, boom. You know where that's from, right? No. That's from that movie Booty Call. Booty Call? It's a... I know that movie. It's an older movie. It's called Booty Call. Oh my goodness. Hey, the guy gets shot in the ass. Hey, the guy gets shot in the ass, and he's the guy gets shot in the ass or something like that, and he goes to the hospital. And as him and his friends are his friend is leaving the hospital, he's looking at him from the backside with his ass showing through his gown, and he said, "Damn, brother, you got an ass so big, or you got an ass so tight you could shove a coal up that bitch and shit out a diamond." Hey, he also said while they were sitting at the dinner table, "I bet you she got a brother uptown with about 9 inches of ding dong knocking the bottom out of her ass." Did it hit the ground? I don't know if it hit the ground. Did it hit the ground? I hope it hit the ground. I hope it hit the ground. I thought that turbo question was asked before. Where is it? I don't know if it hit the ground. I think I'm going to be searching for it on the frame rail because I didn't see it on the ground. Damn it. Well, the Panther platform car in general was the best car ever made. I don't necessarily think it was the Crown Vic itself. I mean, there's a lot of lacking with that car as well. You know, it was a great car, but there was nothing comfortable about that car. It was a very noisy car, had a very rough ride to it. I prefer to have a Mercury Grand Marquis or a Lincoln Town Car that's set up with a little bit of luxury as the best car ever made to me, personally. I know it's down here. Where did you go? Oh my god. Oh my god, I lost my fucking boat. Bet you I ain't gonna find it, is it? Where? Sounded like it dropped down low. At least it ain't in the damn motor. That's good. Pinga tu madre. Let's see here. I might have to climb up on the back of the... Damn it. I'm gonna have to climb up over the motor and look down. Y'all don't laugh. You're gonna see a damn beach whale up on top of a small motor. We have a, what did we get? We got a 2003 Econoline that came in with 100,000 miles, a 2007, and I think like a 2010 or something like that. And they all, none of them have a lot of miles on them. The one with the lowest miles, I think, was in the worst shape. This is the socket. I don't, you know, if I lose the socket, I lose the socket. It was a cheap one anyway. It's not a. But the fact is, I don't want to leave it in this on the back of the motor if I can, you know, find it. If I can't find it, I can't find it. It's just sitting outside. Coast. These are Coast glasses. I'm gonna raise it up and look one more time, and then I'm gonna give up because it was only a cheap Husky. This phone cannot stay upright for the damn life. It wants to.
Well, I ain't looking for it no more. At least that ain't in the damn motor. That's all I care about. Commence to finding backup. If I can find one of my backups. The struggle is real, folks. The struggle is real. Damn 8mm. Be a damn death of me. Alright. Get one of my nice ones out. Damn it. Trying to find one of the old junk small ones. Or that. Hey, there you are. I knew I ordered 2 Mac Quick Connect. 1/4" drive bits. All right.
One moment. As it comes.
I gotta pull that purge valve off of there while I'm there. Kill the music. You're gonna kill me, man. Yeah, but I decided to stay late tonight. Just turn it down some.
Excuse me, I apologize. I'm trying to get this this line that goes back by the firewall for the purge valve off. You got to release a locking tab on it, and then you got to release a locking tab and then push a release tab on the other side, and they don't want to come off. Sometimes they break. I'm actually going to have to replace the charge tube on this thing because the nipple actually broke off. I appreciate that, Mike. For any of you that have a 2.0 liter, this is your purge valve spaghetti shit. C or Charlie Victor 6 Zulu 9 Delta 289 Sierra. When you transfer the part over, you don't need to take this bracket with it. You reuse the old bracket, don't use the new one. It just comes out of this little rubber boot. You slide the rubber boot back over the other one.
Happy New Year.
put the ignition coils back in. Put the charge tube back up there, going to the turbo. Alright, this hides itself on the back of the driver's side head. There's a metal bracket back there. And this needs to be fished way down on the block. And there's a metal bracket that comes up and goes over a... I'll show you real quick. It's a pain in the ass to get to it, or else you can't get the valve cover off. Underneath this sensor right here, there's a bracket. It goes up on top of the bolt that's underneath this. So you got to pull this off to get to the bolt. And then this goes into the block further down and holds it in there. You can't remove it. You can't remove the valve cover without removing this bolt. Now what we're doing here is putting water pump bolts on to get the engine in the right spot to get the water pump off of it. See, if I was going to buy one of these Escapes and I wanted to use one, these old ones don't seem to be too damn bad. Putting water pump pulley on right now, that's all I'm doing. Sorry about that dinging going on. Alright. I need to drop this damn motor mount on here. Bravo, Victor 6, Zulu 603 Alpha. What do you mean sweet with gloves? What are we talking about with these gloves? No sweat with gloves. Y'all talking about that fruit stuff. Ain't nobody trying to hear about it. Charlie, put your gloves on, Charlie. Charlie, put your gloves on, Charlie, please. that ain't. Gloves shouldn't be a safety write-up. I can see other things, but not gloves. That's stupid. Sorry, guys. Are y'all having fun talking about gloves? Are you guys really having that much fun talking about gloves? There is a ground right here that if I hadn't have been paying attention, I would have missed it. So fucking hell, man, we're over here. Oh. Gloves. All I've seen is just gloves going across the screen over the last few minutes, and I'm like, what the hell are they talking about?
there's a ground right here on this corner, right behind the block. So you go over the valve cover and you just go right down. You fill along the block, and there's a ground cable right there with a 15 mil bolt. If you don't put it back, you will have some misfires. It's the ground for the injector harness. I think injector or ignition coil harness. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's not a 15 mil. Oh, I thought it was a 15 mil over here. No, it's a 13 millimeter, not a 15. Excuse me, guys. Come on, damn it. fucker. What a pain in the dick. What a pain in the fucking dick. Stupid shit.
stuck in the wrong hole. Now I put it back in the right hole. This is the one that goes in the wrong hole, the smaller one. She didn't like that, but it went. Send it. Full send. Oh, let's see here. Map sensor in, intake, yeah, valve cover. He's got strongest and regular man ever could be. He feasts the galloping swords, 100 bad guys with swords. Prince Ali, fabulous Ali of war. Strongest and regular man ever could be. What's up, Dan? Put this back over here. I'm gonna go ahead and install this cowl and windshield wiper assembly. What in the hell am I doing? Little Sleepy Joe over here.
I can show you the world. Like shimmering splendid. Tell me, princess, when did you let your heart desire?
What? I'm sitting there, finally gotta go to start it, plugging the scanner. I just have illumination. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing else works. Headlights, horn, nothing. Fuck. Like, did I forget a connector? Like, no, I plugged them all in, so I double checked them all, checked to see if the pins were in bend. I checked power, I tried jumping a couple of things, and I got the engine components going, but I still couldn't get it to, like, do it. What the fuck? Look around like, well, did you disconnect something? No, it wasn't under there. Like, oh, there's the disconnect. So then I get the book out, I'm looking at the wiring diagram. Okay, so I have power here, I have power out all the goddamn fuses. I have power here.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, I'm like, okay, so I pretty much don't have ignition power. I don't have headlight power. I don't have a horn. I don't have the hood light. I don't have hazards. Like, I started looking, like, which, like, all right, power here, right? I got power to the BCM. I have power on all the fuses, and, like, the BCM controls power to everything. And, like, that's what it is. So I grabbed that truck. I put the BCM in, everything went up.
So that's what those fuses are going, those are fuses.
No, those are for the trailer.
Oh, those are the ones that always blow.
Yeah, all the time. But I'm just like, motherfucker. Goddamn BCM went up.
Did it
So,
cover?
fuck no. You can't fire it up with a different BCM in it.
Well, I just wanted, I didn't know.
No, you would have heard it.
When I get older, fuses.
Fuck yeah! But, fuck that. I'm just gonna button it up, section BCM. We're gonna close out the fucking ticket,
And then open another one?
open another one.
That's what I would do. That's actually the only fair thing to you is the person doing the work,
Right.
because it's been out of commission for so long. I mean, you've already confirmed what it is, so.
Right, exactly. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't me that I was doing it. So, but yeah, no, it was a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But like that, and also like I don't want to put too many claims on the one ticket, you know. So we'll just say like, oh, they drove it like 25 miles or whatever, because we'll close it out tomorrow, and then just open up a new one.
Huh?
Well, no, it's nothing to consider really wrong. So it doesn't matter either way. Yeah,
That's what, that's right, so.
no.
You know, like, Ford should have never went to BCMs. They should just kept the GM modules. And that was it, you know? Like, remember what was it, in 12? All those BCMs that were on fucking back order and stuff like that for leaving lights on and all that. Remember that?
Yeah, and then so were the smart junction boxes though, or the.
I know, I still like the old GM modules and stuff. Those, I really hate replacements.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. To me personally, I don't give a fuck. But we have fucking 40 modules now online.
Yeah, you should see what
what? Let me put my diamond washer on the crank first. If yours has a diamond washer like mine did, it's 1S7Z6378 Alpha. And then the seal. CM5Z6700 Charlie. Okay, now I need to put this back in there. Is this thing really acting up like that? Guys, I'm gonna go back there, wash my hands, get this crank put in, stuff like that. The cleaning crew's about to come in. What's going on with Daniel? I hope you feel better, Daniel. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get this wrapped up, get this crank and everything put in here. I'm gonna get out of here. So I'm gonna let this set up tonight, and when I get my new charged pipe hose and stuff tomorrow, I'll fill it up with oil and things of that nature and get it all fired up, and I'll do a follow-up video. But I mean, that's all I got for you right now, is just kind of taking it apart, putting it together, sealing it all up. Actually got the entire job done tonight, and I thought what I was only going to get done was just resealing the front cover, but hell, everything's all back together. So I'm gonna go home and get some sleep. I appreciate you guys. Y'all take care. Have a great night. I'm gonna get off of here.